Sometimes life places you in situations you don't understand, moments that feel confusing, heavy, or unfair. But in those very moments, something begins to shift. You start to look deeper, think differently, and question the path you've been walking. And then, almost quietly, you stumble upon a life-changing discovery. Not in the outside world, but within yourself. You realize that the strength you were searching for was always inside you. That the courage you admired in others was waiting to be awakened in your own heart. You learned that the pain you went through wasn't meant to break you, but to prepare you for something greater. You see that every setback was shaping your character, sharpening your focus, and teaching you what truly matters. This discovery changes the way you walk, the way you breathe, the way you dream. It makes you understand that you don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You create it. You don't need approval. You give it to yourself. You don't need to fear the unknown because you've already survived the hardest moments that were supposed to destroy you. Suddenly life looks different, not easier, but more meaningful. You start valuing small steps, quiet progress, and inner peace. You stop comparing your journey to others because you finally understand that your story has a purpose only you can fulfill. And with this new awareness, you begin to move with intention. You speak with confidence. You carry yourself with a sense of worth that no one can take away. A life-changing discovery is not about finding something new. It's about waking up to what's been inside you all along: strength, purpose, resilience, and the power to rise again. And once you discover that, your life will never be the same. Your greatest discovery is often hidden inside your struggle, buried so deep within your challenges that you don't even realize something powerful is forming. Life has a way of disguising growth as discomfort. The moments you feel lost, confused, or hurt are not empty spaces. They are turning points preparing you for a deeper understanding of who you are and what you are capable of becoming. When life pushes you to your limits, it is not punishing you. It is revealing a version of you that you could never meet in comfort. Struggles force you to look inward. When everything around you feels uncertain, the only place left to search for answers is within yourself. And that's where the real discovery begins. You start recognizing parts of yourself you didn't know existed. Your resilience, your patience, your courage to keep going even when nothing makes sense. These qualities don't appear when life is easy. They show up when you are fighting to rise again, when you refuse to stop, even though a part of you wants to give up. Sometimes the discovery isn't dramatic. It's quiet, and it shows up slowly, like a small light in a dark room. You realize you can endure more than you thought. You learn that heartbreak doesn't destroy you. It teaches you the value of healing and the importance of choosing yourself. You understand that failure isn't a dead end. It's a redirection towards something better. Every challenge carries a message, but you only understand it when you look back and see how far you've come. You begin to understand that the struggle itself is shaping your identity. It is building stronger habits, clearer thoughts, and deeper wisdom. It is teaching you patience and reminding you that progress doesn't always look like movement. Sometimes progress is simply refusing to quit. Sometimes it's waking up and trying again. Sometimes it's choosing hope when everything feels uncertain. And sometimes it's trusting that the pain you feel now is preparing you for the strength you'll need later. Struggles also reveal the truth about your priorities. When life gets tough, the unnecessary things fall away. The opinions of others stop mattering as much. The pressure to fit in or impress people loses its power. You begin to value your mental peace, your dreams, your growth. You start focusing on what truly matters, your purpose, your health, your inner voice. It is in those heavy moments that you discover how important it is to take care of yourself and protect your energy. Another important discovery hidden inside struggles is your ability to adapt. Humans are far stronger than they realize. Even when life follows a path you never expected, you learn to adjust, to create new plans, to rebuild your confidence. Every obstacle you face becomes a lesson in flexibility, teaching you that you can bend without breaking, fall without staying down, and change direction without losing yourself. You don't discover your power when life is perfect. You discover it when everything falls apart and you are forced to rebuild from the ground up. Struggles also reveal the truth about your surroundings. Who supports you, who understands you, and who only stays when things are easy. Hard times expose false friendships and highlight the people who truly care. You discover the strength of real connections and the emptiness of shallow ones. It's a painful discovery, but a necessary one because it clears the path for better people, healthier relationships, and genuine support. Most importantly, struggles teach you about your purpose. Every difficulty pushes you closer to understanding why you are here and what you are meant to do. When life challenges you, it is guiding you toward your potential. You start recognizing patterns, things that inspire you, things that hurt you, things that motivate you. You discover what you want to build, what you want to change, and what you want to leave behind. Your struggle becomes a teacher, and every lesson becomes a step toward your future. When you finally look back on those difficult moments, you realize they were not the end. They were the beginning. They shaped you in ways comfort never could. They revealed strengths you didn't know you had. They taught you to fight, to grow, to evolve. And at the end of it all, you discover something extraordinary about yourself, that you were never weak. You were becoming stronger, wiser, and more prepared than ever. Your greatest discovery truly is hidden inside your struggles. Not because the pain teaches you who you are, but because it teaches you who you can become. Inner strength grows when life challenges you, often in ways you never expected. You don't wake up one day suddenly stronger. Strength is something life builds inside you step by step, moment by moment, through situations that test your patience, your courage, and your belief in yourself. Every challenge you face becomes a silent workout for your spirit. Life stretches you, pushes you, and sometimes breaks you down, only so you can rise stronger, wiser, and more confident in your abilities. You begin to notice that strength doesn't come from winning every battle. It comes from surviving the battles you thought would destroy you. It comes from standing up when you feel like collapsing, from trying again after failure, from choosing hope, even when disappointment surrounds you. These are the moments that shape your inner strength quietly and powerfully without any applause or recognition. Life challenges you not to weaken you, but to reveal the depth of your resilience. There are times when challenges feel overwhelming and unfair. You ask yourself why you have to go through so much, why others seem to have an easier path. But with time, you start realizing that every hardship prepares you for something bigger. It hardens your mind, it expands your heart, it sharpens your vision. It forces you to grow into the kind of person who can handle the blessings, responsibilities, and opportunities waiting ahead. Without challenges, you would never become the version of yourself that can stand tall in the storms of life. Inner strength also grows when you learn to manage your emotions instead of letting them control you. When challenges come, frustration, anger, sadness, and doubt rise quickly. But as you face more trials, you begin to understand your feelings better. You learn when to hold on, when to let go, when to speak, and when to remain silent. You learn self-control, patience, and emotional balance, not because life has been gentle with you, but because life has taught you to endure and adapt. Every challenge forces you to think differently. When your usual ways stop working, you start looking for new solutions, and this creates mental strength. You learn to solve problems, make decisions, and trust your judgment. You become more aware of who you are and what you want. This clarity is one of the greatest forms of inner strength because it allows you to move with confidence even when the path isn't clear. Life also challenges you to let go of things, people, and habits that no longer serve you. This is one of the hardest forms of strength, walking away from what feels familiar but is holding you back. When you learn to release what hurts or limits you, you create room for growth. You discover your ability to rebuild and reinvent yourself. You begin to trust the process, even when it feels painful. Letting go becomes a sign of maturity and self-respect, and this inner strength grows deeper with every tough decision you make. Sometimes strength grows in silence. Not everything needs to be shared, explained, or defended. Life teaches you that not every opinion matters. Not every fight is worth fighting, and not every setback needs to be announced. You develop the strength to work quietly, heal privately and grow independently. The world doesn't always see the battles you fight internally, but those silent victories shape the strongest version of you. Another form of inner strength develops when you learn to be kind to yourself during difficult times. Instead of blaming yourself, you start offering yourself patience and understanding. You recognize that healing takes time and growth takes effort. You begin treating yourself with the same compassion you give to others. This self-love becomes a foundation of your strength, helping you rise every time you fall. Life challenges you to keep going, even when progress feels slow. Some days you feel motivated and other days you feel empty. But every time you choose to move forward, even one small step at a time, you are strengthening your spirit. You learn consistency, discipline, and perseverance. You discover that slow progress is still progress, and that the journey itself is building the resilience you'll need for the future. Inner strength grows in the moments you don't even realize. It grows when you face rejection and still believe you deserve better. It grows when you're disappointed but choose to keep faith. It grows when you feel tired but take one more step. It grows when life knocks you down, but you rise again, not because you're unbreakable, but because you refuse to stay broken. Every challenge is shaping you into someone stronger than before. Life is not trying to defeat you, it is preparing you. And with each obstacle you overcome, your inner strength becomes something no one can take away from you.